live on Facebook and YouTube. So no one has to say, I missed YouTube. We're not going to say that anymore. I'm going to try to do better. Thank you for joining me. I am Yvette Benton. I'm a Helpmeet Suitable. hmm And this is Helpmeet Sips and Tips. So some of you know, if you've been following, I am on a green fast. And it's a cleanse and it does all that. So I'm not allowed to have my sparkling juice for a while. But you know, I'm still sipping. So we talked last week and I'm having herbal tea. Now So some people gave me some suggestions and I'm having herbal tea. So I'm a Helpmeet Suitable and I'm sipping elderberry herbal tea. Someone is sipping apple cranberry sparkling. Go Gabby. Yes. This is my nice gym mug. Yes, my cup runneth over. Because my mentee Giovanni is amazing and she makes our cups and glasses. And I'm always getting a chance to sip out of a beautiful glass, so that's at least good. So I have not tried this herbal tea, so I'm going to try it with you all. But first, did you tell other helpmates we were on? You gotta like, you gotta share, you gotta do all that. So you're declaring I'm a Helpmeet Suitable. I see you, I see you. Good job, Ronnie. All right, great job, Desiree. So today, you know what I'm going to do while I can't have the sparkling juice? I'm going to feature one that, I'm going to be honest, is not necessarily my favorite, but a lot of people really love it. So I don't want to, I don't want to say it's terrible. It's a little more tart to me. No, that's just my opinion. So this is Martinelli's Sparkling Apple Cranberry. Some people love this one. Not necessarily my favorite. So you want to know a secret? You're wondering, if it's not really your favorite, why do you have it? I'm so glad you asked. When people come over, now there's no sense, y'all already know I'm transparent. When people come over, I chill this one. People like it. That's how I know. That's how I know other people like it. Because when this is sparkling juice, and when other people come over, I serve them this one. And then they can not drink as much as what I like. Are y'all trying to say you've never done something like that? I'm just saying, I'm not telling them they can't have any. But I act better. I'm a better host when I'm not watching people ask me for a second glass of caramel apple sparkling. And that's my favorite. So that's just, All right, y'all gonna be all bougie. That's just the way it has to be. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna have, blueberry tea. Okay. Declaring your Helpmeet Suitable. All right, let's try it. Let's try it. At least I share. See, thank you, Darlene. I'm sharing. I'm just making sure I'm sharing something where I don't have to watch it. Just like when people give their tithes and they watch it go down the aisle and they watch what people do with it. God is like, you might as well have kept it. No, I don't have to watch it then. I don't have to watch what I'm serving. I don't have to watch if they ask for an extra glass. The secret is out. The secret is out. So now if anybody comes, you wonder why there's so much cranberry. All right. Okay, elderberry, herbal tea. I can do that. So maybe we'll mix and match the sips and tips. I'll have different kinds of sips. This is a little thing. Yeah, this is where the loose leaf herbal tea is in. I know somebody's going to message me and tell me I'm not supposed to leave this in the water. I know. I did anyway. All right. Oh, I like that. Bring your own. Yes, bring your own sparkling juice when you come with me, and then we really don't have to worry. All right, today we are in the workbook. Today we're in the workbook. Do you have your book and workbook set? Do you go over your book and workbook set? On my one-on-ones lately, I've been asking people, when's the last time you opened up your Helpmeet book? And some of them have been like, yeah. Yep, I know. I need y'all to open up the book. I need you to go, you know, do some stuff. Because if you're going to be a helpmeet that is suitable, you've got to study to show yourself approved. You got to write in your journal. You got to read your book periodically. And yes, you need to be on tips and sips. So today, Holy Spirit illuminated page 30. Illuminated page 30. And it says, are you serving God in your marriage? I better sip on just the title. Are you serving God in your marriage? Whoa. Herbal tea is not too bad. I'm sipping. So that's the question. Are you serving God in your marriage? That would mean he would need to be pleased. That would mean it would have to line up with his will. That would mean it would have to line up with his word. Are you serving God in your marriage? Good question. That's a good question. So in the workbook, it says, how you serve God reflects on how you serve your husband. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. We start thinking, well, my husband is doing this, and my husband is doing... God has asked us to do some things and not do some things. And it's in his word. So when we do the things that are in his word, we're serving him, not our husband. Now, our husbands do benefit. Let me tell you. My husband benefits from me being a helpmeet that is suitable. But guess what? Now that he's delivered, I benefit from him being in position. Sip on that. From him understanding he's a priest, prophet, and king. So is God pleased with the way you... Let's get back to page 30. According to Ephesians 5:22, I want you guys to read that. You got homework? Yes, I'm a retired educator. Of course you have homework. Respecting your husband. Let me just tell you ahead of time what it says, and then you go ahead and read it yourself. This is in our workbook, but you already know this because you've been doing your workbook, right? Okay. It says, respecting your husband is a service unto God. Whoa. We've talked about this before, but this is one that we need reminding. Respecting your husband, because God said to honor and respect. Ooh, sip. Who said to honor and respect? God. That's a double sip. I might do this little herbal tea thing. Respecting your husband is your service unto God. And when we say, are you serving God in your marriage? Most of us want to be able to say, yes, I'm serving God. I'm serving God at all times. So while you're serving God in your marriage, it requires honor and it requires respect. So if you're honoring and respecting him, it's a service unto God. So let's do that. Let's understand, because Romans 12 tells us, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, which that prove that good, that acceptable and perfect will of God. It's your reasonable service. I paraphrase, but y'all understand Romans 12, 1 and 2. It's your reasonable service. Don't be conformed to the world. Be transformed. That's how you serve God. Through your marriage. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I'm telling you, if you don't have your book and workbook, how are you renewing your mind as a helpmeet? You got to at least get into the word. To renew your mind as a helpmeet, you got to be transformed from what the world thinks, because it's a service unto God. Until I understood that it was a service unto God, I thought I had an option. I thought I had an option. If he does the right things, oh, no problem. If he deserves my respect, oh, no problem. If he acts right, oh, no problem. And God was like, you're serving me in your marriage. There are no ifs. There are no when this happened, then that happened. No, you're serving me. Ooh, wee. Sip, helpmeets. because we need to we need to process this. Herbal tea. How come y'all didn't tell me herbal tea was so good? I didn't know. All right, so let's get back to page 30. Don't digress. Page 30 in your workbook. Woo-hoo. Respecting your husband is a service unto God. When you read this in different versions, you'll get a full understanding of what God is asking you. Now, many of us already know this, but studying to show yourself approved means some things need to be studied over and over and over again, so that we can ask ourselves, now, if I'm looking and I'm serving God, I don't mind reading it over and over. I don't mind. I don't mind checking the workbook when I'm doing the right thing. You know when we usually struggle to check the book, the workbook, and the journal? My Jesus. Woo! It's when we're not doing it. It's when we've come up with a reason that we're not serving God in our marriage because we have a husband that we've decided doesn't deserve our respect. But did God say when he deserves respect, or did God say respect? Period. Ooh. Ladies, helpmeets, it's our time together. Woo, when we spend time together, we have to sip when something gets a little tough. When something gets a little difficult, we got to remember, God is asking us to give him our reasonable service. Don't be conformed to the world. The world will tell us someone has to earn it. We got to have our minds renewed. We got to have our minds renewed. Now, is that easy? Oh, no. It's not easy. Who said it's easy? Oh, no. You won't hear me say it's easy. But is it worth it? And is it a service unto God? And is it an option? If you're a Bible-believing kingdom citizen, it's not an option. Sip. So I love that. Someone on YouTube said, I'm repenting right now and I'm changing my ways. Because I got to get this together. Absolutely, we all do. That's why we spend this time together on Wednesdays and Sundays, to help each other stay accountable to the reasonable service of God. So, make sure you're writing in your journal. The journal has pages where you can write your tip right at the top and then reflect. How are you doing with this? Are you doing better than you were before? That's the goal. Are we getting better and better and better? We're getting better. We're doing more. Then when you get it, you teach others. You encourage others. You be an example. There's always something to do in the kingdom. There's always something we can do. When we get it, we help someone else get it. Even if you don't know people are watching, they're watching. They're watching. So remember, your homework, Ephesians 5 and 22 to 33. Read it in different versions of the Bible. Read it and realize, wait, honor and respect, it's my reasonable service. God calls those kinds of things reasonable. Like, I sent my son to die. What you do is reasonable. Respect and honor, it's your reasonable service. Be conformed, transformed in your mind, it's your reasonable service. So let's, as helpmeets, transform our minds. My favorite scripture is Romans 12, 1 and 2. I got to always remember to renew my mind. It's a daily thing. So renew your mind today. Renew your mind and remind yourself, and ask yourself, am I serving God in my marriage? You better sip that herbal tea or that sparkling juice, because we're not leaving out the sparkling juice. No, I'm not ready for that. I like the herbal tea, but y'all know how I feel about my sparkling juice. Oh, yeah. So I'm Yvette Benton, and I'm sipping herbal tea. And I'm reflecting on whether or not what I do in my marriage is a service unto God. And when I get it, I got to help others. So renew your mind today. Get in your workbook. All right, let me see it. I'm renewing my mind. It's a service unto God. It's only reasonable. So the declaration for today is my reasonable service. When you remind yourself that God feels that it's only reasonable, that means we can do more than that. We don't just want to give God reasonable. We want to give God like we want him to give to us, exceeding abundantly above all. That's what we want to give him. Let's not stop at reasonable, but let's at least get to reasonable. That's the declaration. It's my reasonable service. I want to see it. And then write it in. It's your reasonable service. Thank you. I see you all declaring it. I'm a helpmeet suitable, and it's my reasonable service to honor my husband. Ooh, I slipped it in. I slipped it in. It's my reasonable service to honor my husband, to respect my husband, to submit to my husband. It's my reasonable service. Think about how God thinks about it. It's my reasonable service. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to serve him. We're going to serve God in our marriage. We're going to become an example. And we're going to remember it's only reasonable. Woo! That's a big deal. Woo! Come on, Tamara. You said it. It's your reasonable service to honor your husband. Oh, yes. I love that. And then take a sip, because Lord knows that's not always easy, but you can do it, Helpmeet. You're a Helpmeet that's suitable. Oh, Stacy said no matter what he does. High five. High five. No matter what. Didn't I add that? She added it on Facebook. Did you add it on YouTube? It's your reasonable service no matter what he does, because the Bible told you what to do, and you're putting it in your journal so you can study to show yourself approved. Woo! I'm thankful that you guys spend some time with me on Sundays and Wednesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's our Helpmeet Tips and Sip time. Today, I had, for the first time, elderberry herbal tea. Not bad. But I also got to feature my guest sparkling juice. My guest sparkling juice is Sparkling Apple Cranberry by Martinelli's. That's the one that's today. To get your book, your workbook, or your journal, go to GeraldandYvette.com. GeraldandYvette.com. There's resources, webinars, all kinds of information to help you. GeraldandYvette.com is where you get that information. Get your book and workbook and make sure you're remaining suitable. It's only reasonable. Yeah, it's only reasonable. We're going to do that no matter what. We're going to do it no matter what. I'm so glad you guys joined me. Thank you for being with me. And we did a webinar last week on overcoming the spirit of depression. Woo! What a great webinar. I got free from some things just teaching. So make sure you check that out. It is still available on our website. And this Friday night, we will be back by the fire. Friday Night by the Fire has been requested. You guys really like Friday Night by the Fire. So we're bringing it back. We will be by the fire this Friday around 7:30. We wait till it gets dark and my husband puts on the fire. And we'll talk about some fiery topics by the fire. So meet us Friday night around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Friday Night by the Fire with Jim. See you soon. Bye.